Hey guys! Today I have something a little different. I'm making a lunchbox. So I have kimbap kim, which is a seaweed sheet for kimbap, a cutter for the kim, the character-shaped cookie cutter, Twizzlers, white cheddar cheese, and sliced ham in different shades of pink. The character is a pink ambulance robot. So this is for my little one who has a field trip at kindergarten tomorrow, and we're supposed to bring a lunchbox. In Korea, kids usually eat what's provided by the school kitchen and don't normally bring lunchboxes, so this is a special occasion. I'm going to first cut out the character with my cookie cutter and stamp it so that I know where every part goes. It's too bad it didn't show up well on video, but I could see the details with the naked eye. I'm also making 2 of these characters just in case I mess one up later. So same thing, stamp, then remove the excess. I'm going to keep that in the plastic sheet they came in until tomorrow to keep them from drying out. Next, with the darker shade of pink, I also used the same cookie cutter. This time I flipped the whole thing over and pressed the ham into the cookie cutter to get all the details cut out. So I used my thumb to really press everything in. Here you can see that the ham slices have all been cut into separate sections. I'm going to use my hands and Twizzlers to take the details out and place them on the white cheese. Remember, there were indentations of the details on the cheese, so I knew exactly where every piece of ham should go. So first go the bumpers, then the blush marks, and the bow or siren pieces on top. And here's what I have so far. I was pretty happy with this. So I did the same thing with the second one. Then I took the lighter shade of pink ham. I used Twizzlers to take all the ham pieces out of the cookie cutter and again, cut out all the detailed shapes of the character. I needed the windshield in the lighter shade of pink, so I took that part out of the cookie cutter. The ham was really thin and it looked like it would rip if I pulled it out with my hands, so I slid my Twizzlers under the ham as far as they would go and gently lifted the ham out of the cutter. Again, I placed the lighter ham onto the white cheese exactly where it needed to go. I'm going to gently press everything together with the palm of my hand so the pieces stick together and then keep them in the fridge until tomorrow. Next, I'm going to add details with the kim. Using the face punch, I cut out the facial features like the brows, eyes, and mouth. Make sure the kim pieces are not stuck in the punch every time you stamp the kim. And don't try this for the first time on the big day, because if you use the wrong kind of kim, it could break down over time and your punched out details could become blurry. So test it out before the big day and make sure everything stays put for a long time. Next, I'm going to use my Twizzlers to place the most fitting shapes on the character's face. I used mouth pieces for the tires and so on. So the cookie cutter is your best friend today, and any character in cheese or ham colors like white, pink, yellow, or orange will work great with this method. Here's the final result with mine. So I started my day early in the morning. I have my cucumber here and I'm going to salt it. Split it lengthwise twice to make 4 long strips of cucumber, then scrape out the seeds. The seeds are delicious, but they have a lot of water, so the kimbap can go bad more quickly on a warm spring day. That's why I like to take them out when making kimbap. I also cut 2 of the long pieces into 6 very thin pieces total for my little one's mini kimbap. Then I used about half a tablespoon of salt, mixed everything well, and set it aside. I also got spam for kimbap. They sell it in long pieces like this in Korea so people can use it in kimbap. I cut it to about the same size as the cucumber pieces and set it aside as well. Next is udon, which didn't need any prep. I only had to take it out of the package and I put it on a plate so it would be easier for me to reach when I'm making kimbap. And finally, I have marinade yubu that I bought. These are like square pockets that you can fill with rice, and the pocket version is called yubucho밥, which I will make as well. But here I'm prepping yubu for kimbap, so I'm going to cut open the pockets with scissors. Cut them into long strips and set aside. So here's the yubu, udon, ham, and salted cucumber. Next, I'm going to make a thin egg sheet to stick my cheese character onto. I'm going to use whole eggs because my character is white, but if your character is, for example, yellow or pink, then use egg whites to bring out the color. So nothing fancy here, just well-beaten eggs. I put the eggs through a fine sieve to get a really even yellow color. The first egg sheet always turns out a little awkward, so I put that aside. Don't worry, I will be using these inside kimbap later, so I'm not throwing anything away. With the second sheet, as soon as I took the egg sheet out of the pan, I put the cheese character on top so the cheese would slightly melt and stick to the egg sheet. That way the character will stay put instead of falling apart when my little one shakes the lunchbox everywhere, because I know she's going to be really excited for this field trip. So this is the lunchbox I got for her. It's the cutest thing, it has Totoro on it. I'm going to put kimbap and the egg sheet in the bottom compartment, so I used the lunchbox like a cookie cutter to cut the egg sheet into the exact shape and size. Just make sure the character is where you want it to be. Press down with the lunchbox and remove the excess egg. Set it aside. I started by checking the cucumber and wiping away the excess water. Next, I have rice. Just simple white rice cooked in a rice cooker. I transferred the rice into a big steel bowl to cool it down faster. I added 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar to about 2 cups of cooked rice to help prevent spoiling. Now I'm going to grab a little ball of rice and ever so gently roll it in my hands to shape it into a rough log to stuff into the yubu pocket. Do not press the rice grains together too hard. You don't want to smush them. Just enough for them to hold their shape when stuffing them into the pocket is perfect. I'm going to put them in the lunchbox and decorate them with these cute picks I bought. Next is kimbap. I'm making mini kimbap so that each piece fits perfectly into my little one's mouth, so she doesn't have to bite into the kimbap and make a mess. For kimbap, I seasoned about 3 cups of cooked rice with about 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, half a tablespoon of masogum, which is salt with MSG, and 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds. I'm going to spread my rice onto the kim and I'm going to shape it into a rectangle. Make it as thin as possible if you want to make mini kimbap. Then I'm going to cut the edge of the kim off so that the rice sits at the very edge of the kim. The reason I do this is because when you try to spread rice all the way to the edge of the kim from the beginning, the kim absorbs the moisture from the rice and gets a little wrinkly, which makes it harder to roll tiny kimbap later on. Now use your kimbap ball, the mat used to roll kimbap, and place your kim on top, aligning the edge closest to you with the edge of the kimbap ball. Now we are going to place all our sokjerio, our fillings, and start rolling. I measured where my rice would meet, and for this size of sogjerio, I had a little too much rice, so I took some off. Then I rolled it very tightly, sealing the rice together. The trick to making nice kimbap that doesn't fall apart when you cut it is to use all your fingers to tuck the edge of the kimbap into itself, pushing the sogjerio against the rolled wall of rice. Use your kimbap bar to help you apply even pressure all along the length of the kimbap. Once your kimbap is sealed, you can roll it a little more to secure it, cut off any extra kim, roll the whole thing in the kimbap pal again, and squeeze it with a little bit to finally secure your kimbap. Twisting your kimbap inside the kimbap pie helps sometimes, but I found that the kim I was using today was too crunchy and would break when I did that. So I stopped and I just applied pressure instead. See how tiny the kimbap turned out? Finish with a little bit of sesame oil. I'll show you how it looks when I cut through it. You want your sogjerio to be in the middle of the kimbap, with the rice wrapping all around the sogjerio. Now I'll try to cut everything into the same size so that it lies flat in the lunchbox. Serrated knife really helps. I put a little sesame seeds under my kimbap to prevent it sticking to the bottom. And then I'm going to put my character on top of the kimbap like a blanket. So here's the final shot. I made a bunch more yubucho밥 and kimbap for breakfast and lunch for the whole family. So this is the final lunchbox my little one took. I was also supposed to bring a fruit box, so I got some berries and used the cute pics again. So cute. And here's the kimbap with the character and the yubucho밥. This is how it all comes together. She enjoyed the lunchbox so much, and I was so happy that she was happy. So happy cooking, everyone!